How you doing, Muhammad?
Hey, what's up, brother man?
Oh, it's Omar.
What's up?
What's up,
Can you hear me?
bro? Yeah, I can hear you good. There's two Muhammads on stage. What's up, the other Muhammad?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. So, Omar, I'm gonna change your name to Omar on here. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So that I
Okay,
know
nice.
who I'm talking to. All right, what's up, guys? What you guys would like to? You guys have anything you want to say in particular? Want to share?
I'm just curious about the topic of this video. What was the topic again?
That Jesus is greater than Allah.
Yeah. So what's that about?
Jesus has better morals teachings than Allah does. Jesus.
Wait, better morals? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, the teachings of Jesus are pure and good.
How do you determine if they're pure and good, though?
Well, like for example, do you believe it's a good teaching to protect children?
Yeah, but how do you realize that protecting children is good?
By using the objective morality that we get from God.
Yeah, so
this is something that we innately know that it's good to protect children.
Yeah,
Jesus taught this, while Allah teaches that you can abuse children.
All right, I understand that, but I agree that we do have an intuition that tells us that something is either good or bad. But what justifies that intuition? I assume it's going to be God. God is the source of objective morality. Is that what you're going to say?
That is correct.
Yeah, so if you're saying that Jesus has better morals, and then you affirm that Jesus is the one that determines or reveals to us what is good morals, that means you're falling into circular reasoning.
Oh, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
I mean, it kind of is that. That's what
that Jesus determined what is good. I'm saying that what Jesus taught is good. That's what I'm saying.
But how do you know it is good?
Because it's based on the objective morality that we get from God. So
from God.
So like for example,
this is what I'm
like I said before, hold on, Muhammad. Like I said before, we already agreed that it is objectively moral to protect children rather than abuse them, right?
Yeah, but how do you know that, though?
So we don't even have to play this game because we're both theists.
No. 1 second.
We're both theists. So
1 second.
While Jesus teaches, hold on a second. Hold on, Muhammad.
Go on.
While Jesus teaches to protect children, which we agree is the moral thing to do, Allah teaches that you can abuse children, which is the immoral thing to do.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Okay, so again, if we know something is good or bad, you say we know whether it's good or bad through objective morality, and we know objective morality from God, correct?
We already went over this, so what is the point here?
Do you agree or not? Say yes or no.
So you want me to repeat myself for the fourth time?
No, I just want a yes or no. I don't want you to repeat yourself.
But you do, because you're asking me the same.
No, it's just a yes or no. It's a yes or no question.
Muhammad, I do not have the patience to go in the circles. So it's either we can progress in this conversation
I'm just establishing a foundation.
And you actually engage with what I said, or I'll just move on to the next person, bro.
Listen, if you move on to the next person, you can do that if you want. It's your live stream.
All right, thanks.
Yo, brother.
What's up?
Yeah, man. So I got a verse for you.
You have a verse for me?
Locked and loaded.
Regarding what?
1 Samuel 15:3. Regarding what you guys are talking about.
Regarding 1 Samuel 15:3.
Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass.
And what?
Ass. I don't know why I said it like that. I need therapy.
You said that too enthusiastic. You was too happy to say that. Oh,
I was watching Heat with Al Pacino, De Niro the other day. And anyways, yeah, he goes off and he's.
Oh man, you got me rolling over here.
Yeah,
Hold on,
man.
let me check out this super chat real quick. So Kate says, "Hi Avery, could you stream about Islamic prophecies like the Byzantine comeback, the fire of Ijaz, etc. Even events folks use to prove Islam is true? I see Muslims online using these to convert folks. Absolutely. Matter of fact, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that Wednesday. Wait, is today? Today's Monday, right? What's
Yeah,
today's
Monday.
Yeah, so we'll do that Wednesday. We'll do that Wednesday. So Wednesday, we'll go over the prophecies in Islam versus, and just for fun, we'll add in prophecies in the Bible. All right. So that's a good idea, Kate. Thank you. It's a great idea. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. You was real happy talking about smiting what?
the one in 1 Samuel 15:3, where it says, "Go and destroy everyone, including man and woman, infant and ox and sheep, camels, etc."
Mm-hmm. So, do you think that that's immoral?
Yes, of course. Yeah. Well, what does an infant? What does a baby infant have? What sin has he or she committed?
Wait, so you think it's immoral for God to cast his judgment and his punishment on the entire nation, the entire population?
No, that's different. So God casting his judgment, that's fine. But I mean, nowhere in the Quran or the hadith where it's been commanded to go and kill. If it's happened on accident, it's a different thing. But to go and actually kill, where it says including man, woman, infant, and like animals, in Islam, that's haram.
Wait, I'm struggling to hear the difference. You said that God casting his judgment on a nation, on an entire population, is that's okay. Is that correct?
You cut off, but basically saying God casting his judgment on a nation is what?
Yeah, if God is casting his judgment on an entire nation, is that immoral?
Well, I mean, God could do whatever he wants, but I'm telling you, in Islam, you'll never see God commanding the killing of infants.
Well, that's not true. But I'm asking.
Okay,
I'll show you that. I'll show you that stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm asking, is it unjust for God to punish a nation because they sinned, punish the entire nation and wipe them all out based on his judgment? Is that immoral?
No. So you're conflating the issue here, though.
What am I complaining? Why don't you ever come on camera, man?
The what's up? Oh, I'm not very photogenic.
What? You've been on camera many times on my channel. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Today I just getting over like a sickness. I was in LA back. No,
you're not. You're full of excuses. Why are you acting like I don't know you, man?
No.
You think you can lie to me? You can't lie to me, man.
You're GodLogic, dog. You're catching me out.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. You can stay off camera. No worries.
Yeah.
But
next time I'll come on.
All right, I'm gonna remember that. Next time you're coming on camera.
All right, for sure.
All right. So, what issue am I conflating?
Basically, alhamdulillah, in Islam, you won't see in the Quran or authentic hadith where it's been you have the amr to attack babies. Basically, here it's like infant. You know what I mean? Don't leave anyone.
That's not what I asked, though.
What's the question?
My question was: is it immoral for God to cast his judgment and punishment on an entire nation because of their sin?
No, it's happened in the Quran where Allah has destroyed Ad and Thamud and different nations.
Very good.
No, that's not immoral. No.
All right. So now here's my question: when Allah destroyed these different nations, did He destroy the children too?
Well, actually, that's a good question. We're not sure. Yeah, we don't know. If
We are sure.
We're not sure.
We're very sure.
In the Quran, I'm not sure if you have a source or reference. But
yeah,
yes,
your hadith says that when Allah casts a punishment on a nation, He casts His punishment on the entire population, everybody, including the children.
fine, but yeah, I don't know. But it's still Allah is not telling us to go and kill. If Allah destroys, even then, we don't know if there's any infants or kids. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean you don't know if there's?
Yeah, then you have a point.
Wait a second. You mean to tell me Allah wipes out an entire nation and there's no kids?
Well, we don't know that, right? If you have something, no. I mean, if you have something to pull it up. But I mean, then you have a point. That okay,
come on, man.
I'll retract my statement.
You can't make this up, man. Come on, man. What are we doing here, man?
No, so if you have something, pull it up. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but I have
entire population of a nation. Oh, by the way, yes. they don't have any kids though. Come on.
We don't know that. We don't know.
Let me ask you this. When Allah flooded, do you believe that the flood was global or smaller?
Well, ikhtilaf could have been global. Could have been global, yeah. I'm not sure.
That's so with Allah flooding the entire earth, except for the people who followed Noah, but everybody else, the entire earth, gone, flooded underwater.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me there were no kids?
We don't know, bro. To be honest with you, we don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough to say. But I mean, I'm saying God himself will not order people to go and kill kids. You know what I mean?
Man.
So if God takes a soul, then God takes souls every day. Kids, adults.
God takes souls every day. Look at that. Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
So it looks like you actually have absolutely no problem with 1 Samuel 15:3. Where God pronounces his judgment on a nation because of their sin. And so now they are getting the repercussions and experiencing the wrath of God. He's ordering the wiping out of a nation. That happens in your Quran and Hadith.
But not like this where God ordered you to go and kill. You know what I mean? So it is different.
Well,
it is different.
Well, no, even the Quran affirms the stories of Saul.
Who?
Yeah. Well, actually, it doesn't even really know. It doesn't know Samuel's name. It doesn't know the prophet's name. But it calls it. What is it? Sam's name? Not Sam. What's Saul's name in the Quran, y'all?
Saul?
What his name is? Saul. King Saul. You didn't know
you're talking about maybe the prophet that was sent with to help out one of the prophets of Bani Israel, the children of Israel. Yeah, I think something like that. That could have been Saul. Yeah.
Talut. There it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
Talut. Talut.
Yeah.
Talut. That's Saul. And the Quran confirms the battles that Saul goes into. And do you know what one of those battles were?
He was fighting Jababita, right? In the sun, something with the sun.
The Amalekites.
Interesting.
So your Quran affirms this whole story. It affirms it.
I'm not sure. I mean, there's a lot of stuff from Israeliyat, right? From your books, you know what I mean? That would have to confirm. So I'm not sure if it affirms this one. Yeah, I'll look into it though.
All right. So maybe you need something else, man. Maybe you need something else that you can come against. Do you believe that Jesus' teachings are inferior to Allah's teachings in the Quran?
So Jesus' teaching. So obviously, I don't believe that all the. Are you talking about the Old Testament, like Tanakh? I don't believe that all those.
No, Jesus' came from teachings. Jesus. When he was here on earth, his teachings that we have in the gospel. Do you believe that his teachings are inferior to the teachings of Allah in the Quran?
So we have to be honest that when Jesus was here, he was just a layman. You know what I mean? So
who was here?
Say it again.
Who was a layman?
When Jesus was here, he wasn't like a head of state. You know what I mean? He was kind of like on the run. He was doing his gospel. He was preaching. He was doing his best.
That's not what layman means, bro. A layman is somebody who is not knowledgeable.
No, he was definitely knowledgeable. He was the Nabi of Allah. He was the Prophet of God. He was the Messiah of all that stuff. But I'm just quoting these secular historians. Maybe I shouldn't, but basically, I mean, in layman, in the terms of like position of government, you know what I mean. We both love and respect Jesus like no other. You know, but obviously, you guys take
You
it to
don't.
extreme.
You just called him a layman.
Yeah, in terms of government and stuff like that. Obviously, you know what I mean.
Why do you assume that he's not knowledgeable when it comes to government?
I'm saying his teachings. He wasn't like a governor, or he wasn't like giving a lot.
That doesn't mean that he's not knowledgeable when it comes to governance.
Yeah, but I'm okay then. So can you prove? Can you give me like a sanad that it goes back to Jesus? I'll be the first one to follow it. If you have some kind of a sanad chain of narration,
that's not even the question, bro. The question is the teachings of Jesus that we have in the gospel. Do you believe that Allah's teachings in the Quran are better than those?
So I would say this Quran is for all of mankind. So you're gonna have more teachings, more in depth, right? Obviously, right?
I didn't ask that. I didn't ask if you have more. I'm asking which is better.
Of course, the Quran is better.
The Quran's teachings are better. All right. So
that's one of my arguments. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So let's I'm gonna give you a few examples and you tell me what you think is better, okay?
Okay.
Do you believe that it's good to love your enemies?
Why not?
So that's a good teaching?
To love your enemies, sure, yeah.
Okay. Do you believe that it is a good teaching to fight your enemies?
You cut off. What's up, bro?
Do you believe that it's a good teaching to fight disbelievers?
To fight disbelievers? No.
So one of those teachings, the teachings to love your enemy, that comes from Jesus in the gospel that we have. The teaching to fight those who don't believe is a teaching in the Quran that you say is from Allah. So you just said, if we just compare these, Jesus has a better teaching than Allah does. You there? Hello? I feel like there's a way for my apron to sit more up, right? So that you guys can see the title. Yeah, can tighten this. Oh, I guess it's only on this side. Oh, I lost him. All right, no worries. Ali, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up?
I'm sorry, my son just fallen asleep, so I'll speak with low voice, if that's
no
okay.
worries. I can hear you just fine. Can you guys in the audience, can you guys hear him? Just want to check. Were you guys able to hear him?
I hope you can hear me all right.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. I can hear you just fine.
So I just got some questions. They are very simple.
Sure.
So first one is, which one of the three parts of God is first? So who was first? Or
what do you mean by parts of God? I don't believe God has parts.
Son, Father, Holy Spirit. Three parts.
Those aren't
one God.
Those aren't parts of God. Those are persons of the
three
God.
Persons. Which one was first?
They all existed together.
They can't be. We know when Jesus was born, so they can't be.
Jesus always existed, my brother.
So he was not here, but he was in existence. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, before he took on flesh, he always existed and was here.
Okay. So he was in heaven besides the Father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two persons,
Yep.
two decision making.
Two persons,
Persons.
one decision
Each
making.
with
They have
decision
one
making.
will. They have one will, one mind.
Okay. So if Jesus has come to die for humanity's sin, and they all have the same decision making, why did he regret it in his last moments?
He never regretted it.
He did. He spoke it.
No.
He did
So,
why. He said,
let me
"Why
help you,
did
Ali.
you forsake me?"
Ali, let me help you. Let me help
Go
you.
ahead.
So, what you're conflating is the human nature of Christ, right? The human will versus the divine will. Now, will is based on your nature, your essence. So, in the person of Christ, you have the divine nature, the divine will that he has united with the Father. You also have his human will because he also takes on a human nature that he brings under submission to the divine will. So, when he's saying, pertaining to his human nature, Father, let your will be done, not mine, is pertaining to his human nature because in the moment he's feeling weak, he's saddened, he's, feeling anguished, as the scripture says that he bears our sorrows and our griefs. So he's grieving and sorrowful in the garden and feeling weak, dreading what's to come. And what he does is he submits the human will to the divine will. So remember, when you're talking about Jesus, you have to know that you're talking about a person who has two natures.
Keep in mind, they are the same. They have the same decision making. So they both have the same knowledge. He should have been rejoiced because he's dying to save humanity. He should have been happy. He shouldn't have regretted the decision and ask his Father to save him.
So I don't know. Wait, where are you getting?
Let me rephrase it. If they were the same person, why would he ask his Father?
They're not the same person. I literally said they're three distinct persons. So again, you're not even representing the position correctly.
Two decision-making entities. The Father and the Son.
Why are you saying two decision-making entities?
Because they have different decision-making.
That's not my belief.
But it shows it, man. He wants to be saved. So he's asking his Father.
He was saved. He went and died and was saved from death. He rose again.
No, he was asking to be saved at that moment.
He said, if it's possible, let this cup pass from me, but not my will, let your will be done. So what did Jesus want?
Decision-making entities.
What did Jesus want?
Two decision-making entities. The first one
hold on, Ali.
Asking the second one to save him.
Ali, what did Jesus want? Because it sounds like you're forgetting something.
To be saved.
Wait, what did he say?
Take the cup of death away from me.
He didn't say take the cup of death away from me. That's not what he said. He said, if it's possible, let this cup pass from me. What then did he continue to say?
Who he was talking to?
Ali, what did he continue to say?
Go ahead, please teach me.
No, quote it, please, because
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. So what he continued to say is, but not my will, let your will be done. So now, do you remember what I said about this will that Jesus is talking about in this situation? Do you remember what I said?
My friend, let's keep it simple. The first person
do you remember what I said about the will in this situation?
Remind me.
Okay, I'll remind you. Hopefully this is the last time I say it. Please listen, because you're really quick to try to get to your argument instead of listening to the answer. So luckily I have patience. So when it comes to the wills of the person of Christ, when you're talking about the person of the Son, you have to keep in mind that you're talking about the person who has two natures. He has a divine nature. He has a human nature. And will is pertaining to your nature, the nature that you have. So within Jesus, because he has two natures, he has two wills. the divine will that he has united with the Father and the Spirit, and he has the human will that he brings under submission to the divine will that he has united in with the Father and the Spirit. So when he says, let not my will be done, which pertaining to his human will, where he's feeling weak, feeling grief, feeling sorrowful, let your will be done, which is the divine will that he is united with the Father in, pertaining to the divine will. So he submits that human will to the divine will, which is why he willingly goes and gets crucified and humiliated, spat on, dies the death of a criminal.
He did not go willingly. Not willingly. He was taken.
So when the soldiers came to him and they said, we're looking for Jesus, what did Jesus say?
If he was going willingly, he should have went to them, not wait to the soldiers to come to him. He should have gone and said, I'm here to die for humanity's sin. Simple.
If police come to arrest you,
then I am not going willingly, mate.
Well, maybe what would it look like with you not going willingly? What does that look like?
What do you mean? So fighting, resisting arrest? That's what you mean?
Okay, good. Did Jesus fight and resist arrest when the soldiers came?
He couldn't. He's a human.
No, he could have, because Peter did. Just like Peter did. Peter fought. So Jesus also could have fought. Did Jesus fight?
Listen, it could have been way simpler to deliver this message.
Did Jesus fight the soldiers when they came to arrest him?
No, he didn't.
So he went willingly then, right?
Okay, yeah. If that's willingly in your vocabulary.
It's willingly according to you, according to me and you.
If people came to my door who has superior force and ask me to go with them, that's not willingly. They are using their superior force to take me. Me going willingly would mean I walk to their doorstep and ask them to take me. That's going willingly.
So when they come and arrest you, and I can't believe we're spending so much time on this, is why I usually kick people who are this dishonest.
I'll give you that point. I'll give you that point.
Well, it's not, for me, it's not about winning points. I want to make sure we're on the same page. Are we on the same page?
My friend, they came with force. They sent soldiers.
Did they use
did not send an emissary?
Did they have to use force on Jesus?
If he resisted, that's what he would do.
If he what?
Resisted.
So they didn't use force because he didn't what?
No, because he's a peaceful man, according to you.
So because he's a peaceful man, they didn't have to use force because he didn't what?
Because he's a peaceful man.
Because he didn't what? What did he not do?
He did not fight. Because according to you, he's a peaceful man.
So he didn't resist. He went with them willingly, correct?
Correct.
Beautiful. So we have Jesus who goes willingly to be arrested, to be questioned, to be ridiculed, mocked, lied on, and crucified. Not one time did he resist. He went willingly. Matter of fact, he even told Pilate, he said, if I wanted to, I can call down a legion of angels and they could come and destroy you all. He said if he wanted to, he could do that.
I understand. It just seemed a bit confusing why he did not state his purpose. And so in a summary, because I'm waking up my child, I'll say what you said is he's two different entities in his person. So he's a human and a God. He's a God united with the Father, but he's also a human making his human decisions to deal with the actions before him. To me, that's super confusing.
Well, just because something's confusing to you does not mean it's not true, right?
I don't know, man. Two people, same body. He's thinking like this. He's thinking like that.
Same body
he's
either.
one with the Father.
Not same body either.
On his
Ali. If something is confusing to you, does that mean it's not true?
I believe God is simple.
Really? Okay.
Otherwise, if he's so complicated, you believe he would have made it harder on humans to find him.
All right, for example, does Allah have hands?
Some say figuratively, some say physically.
So does he have hands or not?
It
It should be
doesn't
clear,
matter.
right? It's super simple.
It doesn't matter. I tell you why. I'll tell you why.
You
wanna know why?
said God is simple, but you can't even answer this simple question for me.
It doesn't matter for me, man. It doesn't change nothing. He didn't say I died
Oh,
for
it
your
does.
sins.
It's Ali. I'm addressing what you just said. Your critique and objection to my belief as a Christian was that the concept of God is confusing. It's not simple. You believe that God is simple, which means that it's easy for people to find him. That's why your position would be true.
Exactly.
I said, okay, let's go with that. God is simple. You think your God is simple. I asked a very simple question. Does Allah have hands?
I tell you, some people say he stated that word figuratively. So
I don't care what some people say. I'm asking for the truth because
for me,
it's super simple, right?
For me, it doesn't change God. It doesn't.
I'm not asking if it changes God or not. I'm just simply asking a basic question about the essence of your God.
Where do I stand?
Very simple.
Where do I
Does
stand?
he have hands?
Figuratively, he had.
Figuratively,
figure of
he had
speech.
hands?
Exactly, figure of speech.
Okay, so a figure of speech. So when it says that Allah has two right hands, what is that figurative of? What does that really mean?
He never said I have two right hands. He said
that's what Muhammad teaches in the hadith.
No, my friend. He said my hands are with the believers.
No, he
did not
said
say I have two right hands.
Okay,
read the Quran.
Okay, so are you Quran only?
No, I'm not Quran only.
So you follow
God
Sunnah
only.
as well, right?
No, I'm God only. Give me what. Give me what the God said.
Do you follow hadith as well?
No.
So you reject all hadith?
No, I need the hadith that correlates with Quran. They should be on the same path.
I'm confused. Do you accept hadith or not?
Hadith is two parts, Sahih and Daif.
Do you accept Sahih hadith or not?
Which one?
Any Sahih hadith. Do you accept Sahih hadith?
No, mate. Even in Bukhari, there are mistakes because they were humans.
So you don't follow hadith?
Books made by humans.
So you don't follow hadith?
If they are with the Quran, in line with the Quran.
How many times a day do you pray?
5 times a day.
Does the Quran tell you 5 times a day, or does the hadith tell you 5 times a day?
We saw the prophets do it. We have people with him, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who prayed with the prophet himself. They did not hear about it.
Is it in the Quran that Muhammad prayed 5 times a day, or is that in the hadith?
There are indications of time of prayer, but the prayer, the physical act, was delivered by actions of the prophet. And he told
my
people.
Friend, Ali, I'm asking a very, very simple question, my friend. Are the 5 daily prayers that you pray every day, that's commanded and obligatory on you and all the rest of the Muslims every day, 5 times, is that found in the Quran or is that found in the hadith?
The times are mentioned in the Quran. The way it was acted, yes, they were. Just do your research.
Show me the verse. Show me the verse.
Multiple verses, not one verse.
Yeah,
just
show me
read the Quran, you will find it.
Show me I have done my research. That's how I know that you're
the
wrong.
The act where what you're talking about is the act, the ruku' and sujood.
The times. There's nowhere where it mentions the 5 daily prayers, the 5 times of the daily prayers in your Quran. Show me.
Listen. I could go. Listen, I could go. Yeah, I woke up my baby. That's the problem. But I will reschedule, and I'll swear to you, I'll bring you all the evidence you need about the prayers. If you tell me, if you explain to me the complex situation of 3 persons, different decision making, but they are still one. Let's keep it right here.
What I believe. So it looks like we're not going to talk about that. No, next time we talk, we're going to talk about Allah and His attributes to see if they're simple or not.
Okay, let's do it. Next time we do it.
All right,
thank you.
Take care.
Assalamu.
All right, that's Ali.